Welcome back to my channel. So today's going to be a little bit of a different video. I'm going to be showing you guys everything that I currently have in my makeup collection, and then going over the Dollar Tree haul that I picked up 2 days ago, and then I'm going to finish with what I plan to do with this channel and what kind of makeup videos I'll be making. Just a disclaimer, I don't use foundation. I'm fully aware that it's completely the wrong shade for me. It's just that I buy everything cheap and on clearance just in case I don't like it, because I really don't have the money to splurge. And that's why the foundation is always the wrong shade for me, and it just costs me way too much money to get a foundation that's the right shade, and then I'll never use it, and it'll expire before I actually get to use any of it. So the first thing I want to start with is my primer. I have the Flower Primer in the shade UF1, and it's the ultimate foundation. You can use this as a foundation or as a primer. Sometimes I'll wear it by itself, sometimes I'll put it underneath my foundation, but it's got like a little brush on it, and it's just a clear, excuse me. It's just like a clear silicone-y type texture to it. I don't actually ever use the brush. I kind of just squirt some out and then put it on my face. The next thing I have is the Almay Gradual Self Tanner in the shade 100 Light. As you can see, this has got like two little spouts, and like one's foundation, one's tanner. And I don't ever wear this alone because of how bad it oxidizes and how tan it is for my skin. I do mix this with my foundation just to give myself a little bit of a tan. Not too much though, because you don't want to go too many shades darker. This one foundation is the Flower Foundation in the shade LF2, and this has like a yellowy hue to it, and I'm more of like a peachy tone. But although this is very light though, it's still not light enough for my skin tone. All those were from Walmart clearance. This next one is from Dollar Tree, and this is the Sally Chic BB Cream Beauty Benefit Cream, and it has like more of a red peachy undertone, which is more of my skin tone, but it's still super dark for my skin tone. The next thing that I have for my under eyes is Age Defying Dark Circle and Puffiness Serum. I also got this at Dollar Tree. A lot of my stuff's from Dollar Tree. And it has like a little roller, and it's like a clear formula in it, and it definitely does help a little bit with my under eyes. The only thing is it's a tacky serum, so I usually try to apply it on the night before, or I'll apply it on before I put on my makeup, go make my coffee, my breakfast, then come back and put my makeup on. The only thing that sucks is because I have eyeshadows with a lot of fallout, that the fallout will get stuck right here because of how tacky this is. The next thing that I have is my Hard Candy Color Correct Expert Stick. I absolutely love this thing. I think I actually broke it. If I'm not mistaken, this stick comes out. Maybe not. But it's in like a purple shade, and I have like brownish, yellowish hues underneath here, and this just, it does so much to brighten the area. Like sometimes I'll wear it by itself, sometimes I'll put a concealer over top of it. But I bought this for full price at Walmart, and it definitely does help. Like sometimes I just want to brighten this area up so my makeup itself doesn't look so dark, because it, like, the dark kind of complements makeup and makes everything look darker, and this is definitely very good for brightening. The next thing that I have is my Flower Concealer in the shade DB4. I've hardly ever used this. It's got like a roller on it, and for some reason the product only comes out on this one little side, so I really don't get the right kind of coverage, and it is so many shades way too dark. Like I feel like it's the same shade as my self tanner, which is really dark. So I really don't use this very often, or I really don't. I think I've used it like twice since I've had it, and I've had it for like a good 6 months now. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is my Lasting Finish 24-Hour Breathable Rimmel London Concealer. This has like a little sponge applicator on it. It has like a little hole in the center, so you squeeze it out and sponge it on. I really don't use the sponge. I just feel like there's no purpose to it. I just squeeze some out and then use it on my face. Sometimes I use it to cover blemishes, but mostly it's for right here. But like, this is one I put over top of my purple correcting stick. But I like rarely ever use this. I just really don't feel the need to put on all that makeup. The last thing that I have is my contour stick, and this is in the shade Light by LA Colors, and I don't use this as a contour stick. I really don't. I use it as more like a concealer. Sometimes I conceal under here, sometimes I do blemishes, but it's mostly an eye primer for me because of like the shade that it is. It works very good on my eyelids. Like I'll just color in the eyelids and then pat it out up towards my eyebrow, and it gives everything like a lighter, smoother finish so that I can put my eyeshadow on, and it really makes the eyeshadow pop for me. So yeah, this is what I use for my eyeshadow primer. The next thing that I have is my bronzer and my blush, which is by e.l.f. in the shade Bronzed Violet. This is completely the wrong shade. I like wish I never bought this. As you can see, like, this pink is just too bright, and this bronzer is, like, a bit too warm for my skin tone. Like, I feel like I needed, like, a cooler brown color, not necessarily, like, darker or lighter or anything, just a more cooler, toned down color. Like, this is definitely not something I wanted, and as you can see, guys, it's got, like, a little mirror, so you can see everything on my counter. But anyways, the next thing I have is my highlighter. This is the Hard Candy Prismatic highlighter. It's iridescent pearl powder. Like, it's got like a purpley tone to it. This is kind of versatile for me. I use this as a highlighter. I've used it as an eyeshadow, and I've also sometimes will like pat this over top of my lipstick just to give it more of a shimmery effect. If I'm feeling that kind of style today. But anyways, yeah, this is very versatile. I definitely try to use it. It's not one of my most used products, but the next one I have is the Milani Prep Set and Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder. If I can open this. And it's like way, way, way too many shades too dark. I also got this on Walmart clearance as well. And it's in the shade 02, and it's so, so, so dark. And I'm not a big fan of pressed powders. I prefer like loose powders to bake with. And other than my T-zone, I have like combination skin, but as long as it's in my T-zone area, it's very dry in my T-zone area, but then everywhere else gets really, really like oily. So I definitely need some type of setting powder. Excuse me. Especially when I'm using cheaper products that are going to be naturally lesser in quality, like a lot of them will be. So the setting powder can really make a difference. Well, this is why I have this is for a setting powder. I do still use it even though it's the wrong shade. But only thing I hate about it the most is the smell. It smells horrible. Like, I don't know what it smells like, but it's the worst smell ever. Now on to other products that I use more often. I'm going to do my lips next since those are the ones I use. I use more often my foundation, but not as much as my eyeshadow palettes. First start off obviously my chapsticks. I always like to prep my lips before I put on any makeup. Okay, so I'm just going to go over the lipsticks that I have. I have the Purple Rain 1229 for Hard Candy. I got this at Walmart too. And it's just like a purpley shade. It's not very metallic, but it's not matte either. The next shade that I have is Hit the Pavement. This is also from Walmart. It's in shade 12, or is this, they both say 1232? No, 1229 and 1232. And this one's more of a metallic-y brown. It definitely has a lot of shimmer in it. And as you see, I broke that stick, but I still try to use it. This was also a Walmart's clearance. The next one I got is the Rimmel London. What shade is this? I apologize. Rose Blush 190 lipstick. And it has like, this is like one of the closest colors to my actual lip color. So it's like a nudie color for me. It's not like as nude as my skin, but it's as nude as my lips. And it's like a pink shade. It smells really good too. And that was also from Walmart. The next one from Walmart is my Color Tint, which is in the shade Aculate Pink. I'm probably saying that wrong. But it's from Lala Fox. And it is like bright, bright pink. But this is like a color tint, so it like tints your lips. And then like I always put it on, leave it on, then wipe it back off. And it gives like a brighter pinky color without being like hot pink. And the last lipstick that I have is the, where is it? LA Colors Lip Dual lipstick in the shade, I think that's the shade, hold on a second, I apologize. Yeah, it's not saying the shade name. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here's the shade name. It's in Clarity, and it has like this number. I'm not going to read the number off because it's like numbers and letters and stuff. But this is like literally the closest to my lip color is this color. And it has like orangey shimmeriness in it. Like holding up in natural lighting, I can see like little orange flecks in it. But it's like a reddish orangey pink color. Like, I don't know, it's a weird color. But it like matches my lips so well. Like it's like 1 or 2 shades off from my actual lip color. And it's a dual, and then I got this one from Dollar Tree too, and the formula is so good. But it doesn't dry down, that's the only problem, and it's extremely transfer. But it smells so good too. It smells like fruit, like bananas or something. But then it has like a gloss, and this gloss was clear. It's just kind of cloudy now because I've been using it. I use it on like everything because it's clear. But yeah, it has like a doe foot applicator. But yeah, it comes with like a little gloss, and they all like they have different glosses and stuff. This one just personally came with a clear one. So that's all my lip products. Next, I'm gonna go over my eye products. I have one thing of mascara, and it's the CoverGirl, the Super Sizer. I can't remember if I got this from Walmart or Dollar Tree, but see, like, it has the tiniest. It's like so hard to see because how tiny it is. It has like the tiniest little like brush hooks. And it's so weird. Like, I was not expecting, I've never seen one like this, and I'm just like, oh, I need a mascara. And I wasn't paying attention, and I didn't really think it made a difference. But it does make a difference what the applicator looks like, and I really like this one. But it's not something I would typically want. I've tried this for quite a few months now, and the best way to get it, this is in Black Noir. I pretty much get them all in black. This one, to get the best application, is you have to, like, I usually just go like this and brush it on. You have to actually go like this back and forth and like comb it into your lashes, and then like close your eyes, like let your lashes brush through it, and that's the best way I can get the highest lift and fullness without having like, because like if you try to go in with more than one coat, if you're not careful, you're going to get chunks and clumpiness, and I don't like the chunks and clumpiness. But it's like with these like little like applicators, it's like so good as long as this like this part right here, see like all this is like mascara right there. But as long as it's like that's not there, it is so good to go like this on the bottom lash line and kind of pull out the lashes and get every individual one. Especially like me, because I really just don't have lashes on the bottom. So this definitely makes a difference. It like helps me coat each individual one, especially on the bottom. Okay, so then now next I have two of these. I went and bought eyeliner from Walmart, and it was like Carbon is what the color was, and it was like a Maybelline or something like that, like some drugstore brand at Walmart, and I really didn't like the color, so I gave that one away, and it was like a really dark gray. But these ones are so black, and they're so like, they're like twist up ones, and they're so creamy. The only thing is I cannot do a wing with them because they sometimes drag on my upper eye line, so I always just do the waterline with these, and they're so good though. And these ones are the LA Colors Auto Eyeliners, and I got these from Dollar Tree as well, and I personally love these so much. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is my eyeshadow palettes. I do have quite a few. They're not, I don't know, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, I have like 5 palettes. But some of them are tiny palettes, so the first one is like completely destroyed like this, and this. Like, look at all these bubbles in it. Like, I don't know if you can see that. But my daughter got into my makeup, and she got nail polish on this, and it like ate holes in it, for the plastic for some reason. Like, it's just so weird. But this is the LA Colors Waterworld. It says 5 color metallic eyeshadows. And this one pan is empty because this was like a bright green color. And I dropped the palette and it broke and all the shadow fell out. But this is like, they're shades of like green to blue. And I bought this palette just because my eyes are green, so sometimes it helps to accent the color a little bit better. This is one of my first palettes I've bought in the last like year or so. So this is probably super expired, but I use it sometimes, but not as often as my other palettes. The next palette that I have that I also bought with that palette is this one. It's the LA Colors Urban, and it has 12 eyeshadows. I personally just don't like this one. I don't know if it was the quality at the time or if it's just so old. It has very little pigment, like you can see that, but then like when you go to put it on your eyes, there's like nothing there. Like, I just really, I don't know, sometimes I like try to use this a little bit, maybe more for like transition shades where it's lighter, but it just, I don't know, it doesn't work as good as it should. The next palettes that I have are Color Mates. I had these two. I use these so much. And I don't know if it says the shade on them. Like, where am I supposed to find that? No, I'm not seeing a shade anywhere on these. They should have wrote these on there. I hate that when they don't put the shade on it. But this first one has like blues, browns, and purples. And these are like shimmery. And then the next one has like some burnt orangish colors, and then from an ombre from white to black with like silver tones in here, and then this one has dark blue. And I absolutely love my Color Mates. Like, they're definitely a staple. And the next thing for my staple is my Hard Candy palette, and this is the, it doesn't say. Yeah, I'm not sure where to find out what palette this is. But this is the Hard Candy palette, and this is all my matte shades. So I definitely use this every day. I mostly use like these colors, these colors here, and then this bottom row. I don't use this very much. I'm more of like a smoky eye type of person. That is all the makeup that I currently own. I'm going to go into my Dollar Tree haul next, and then go into what kind of videos I'm going to be making.